Hey YouTube, Lolly4 here. Now, most of the time I'm happy to be a Canadian, especially with all the shit going on in America. Just because, well, I swear, if Donald Trump becomes president, the world's like gonna end. Like he's gonna insult someone and they're like gonna nuke America. And Americans, please take no offense if you're watching this, but we're north of you, and we're not that far north, so please don't vote for the Cheeto that's gonna piss someone off and kill all of us. That being said, I wasn't that happy to be Canadian a few days ago when I learned about the Montreal Pitbull ban. Now, I initially heard of it on social media, like most people hear things, but I thought, this is Canada. We're not complete morons. We understand that dogs are perfectly good, loving, loyal creatures, and we are not going to ban them. I mean, this is ridiculous. This isn't going to pass. Open up my social media a couple of days later, and it passed. The thing actually passed. For those who haven't heard of the Pitbull ban yet, let me bring you up to speed. In Montreal, Pitbulls aren't allowed to be in Montreal, so they are taking all the pit bulls in shelters, most of which are friendly, adoptable dogs, and just killing them. Just straight out euthanizing them. And they've regulated a bunch of required medical procedures for dogs for anyone with pit bulls. I'm actually going to look it up right now. Open. Oh, and look at this. It's suspended until Wednesday. Okay, so at least no more dogs are dying. And this might be it. Okay, so this is from the CBC website. And this is a direct quote, those who now own a dog of any pit bull breeds and already live in Montreal will have to require a special permit in order to keep their pet by December 31st, 2016. Okay, so it's still pretty bad, but not as bad as I thought. I thought police were like breaking into people's homes, taking people's dogs, and like either shooting them right in front of them or just taking them away. And I can't find anything about the medical procedures that are being required for the pit bulls, but spaying and neutering was one of them. Some shots and a bunch of other things. For those who've never owned a pet, let me sum up how much this is approximately going to cost. To spay or neuter a cat, which is like here, I'll show you how big a cat is, because I have my cat. I'm a big boy. This is the size of a cat. And to neuter him was $160 on Pender Island, which is cheaper than everywhere else, literally. Okay, big boy, you can go. And that's just the spaying and neutering. Shots? Well, shots can range, again, in hundreds of dollars. Thousands, depending where one lives. Don't know about prices of these things in Montreal, but basically... Oh, sorry, kitty. Basically, what's going to happen is anyone who owns a pit bull and is poor and can't afford these shots and procedures, their dog isn't just going to be taken away. Their dog is going to be taken away and killed. That's kind of messed up. I mean, that kind of sounds like the setup of a kid's movie. A poor family gets a dog, and then a law passes saying that their dog needs certain medical procedures, but they can't afford it, so the dog gets killed? Come on! However, fortunately for dog lovers, it is starting to look up. I mean, there's a ban on the suspension on the ban of pit bulls right now, and a lot of people are speaking out against it. Even the opposition of this idea saying that this is going to cause more harm than good, which I completely agree with. And, well, the thing is, most people are reasonable, rational, dog-loving people who know that if there's a violent dog, it's not the dog's problem, it's because they have a shitty owner. And, I mean, and most people also know, most people who know animals and dogs, know that a small dog is actually more likely to go after you than a big dog. But the thing is, when you get attacked by a Chihuahua or a pug, it's kind of funny. And you kind of don't want to say anything because it's embarrassing. But you get attacked by a Pit Bull or a German Shepherd or a Rottweiler or any of the other mean breeds, that can do some damage, I will admit, but but remember, pets reflect the characteristics of their owners. Like my cat, for example, he's aloof, but also very clingy at the same time. It's hard to understand. Like, when I want to give him attention, he yowls at me and runs off, but when I'm putting on my makeup, he's right at my feet. My tarantula, I can't even put my hand in there without her just going, nope, and scuttling away. And then I freak out and close the lid because I don't want her to escape and get eaten by my cat. My snake in the back over there. She's still very shy and won't let me touch her. So I'm sorry to swing this hammer of truth, but if you have a dog that goes out and attacks people, maybe you should consider how you're raising your dog, because my mom and my family had a pit bull when I was 10, and we had a parrot, an African Grey, which is about yay big, and the parrot would come down from the cage and take food out of the dog's mouth, and Loki would just look at us like, why do you let him do this? And we just laugh at his misfortune. Maybe because people are sadistic bastards, that's why. So anyway, that was my thoughts on the pit bull ban. I thought I should calm down first before I made a video. Sorry if it's late. And sorry I haven't been posting a lot on YouTube lately. In all honesty, just because I'm damn straight out of ideas. Live long and prosper. I'll see you in the next video.